Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I am painting. I might be slap happy. I have a son, Owen, who has autism, and he helps me paint the backgrounds. We use a hand over hand method, and then I paint the rest. I have been painting with him for several years now, and I paint a lot of flowers, but I paint other things as well, and so it just depends on my day. I usually don't know what I'm going to paint until I sit down and I just decide then. And so I was thinking about doing an animal today, but instead more flowers. I'm kind of in a flowery mood. I've been doing lots of flowers lately, but I don't know. That's just the way the story goes, I suppose. And I've been doing a lot of these where it's like extra stems, lots of stems, I guess, is where I'm at. So if you've watched me before, you know that I just kind of randomly paint whatever designs. I don't have a set kind of thing in mind usually. And I do messy paint sometimes. And for whatever reason, the weather has been kind of up and down to me. It's been cooler for June. Now it's July, but it was cooler for June than it had been in a long time. And so, there you go. I think we're gonna have a pink flower way down there. It's okay. It'll all work out at some point. We'll work it out. But the paints, the weather plays havoc on the paints, and then me holding the paintbrush, that that helps too. But my pink paint that I have right now, and kind of this, it's thick. It's very thick. I don't know. Like there's some. It's just not. It's just thick. So, but I had in my head that I was gonna kind of do some peach and pinks, and then yellow, and then I changed my mind and decided to do some purple. So, not that it matters because I hadn't put anything on here, but and I was gonna do very bright colors, and as you can tell, this is not very bright at all. So, I don't know where I'm going with it, but here we are. Here we are, and there will be a paint flower at some point there. So I just kind of go with the flow though, because I put way too much paint on my paintbrush. This is the how not to do tutorial of painting. I never really was taught how to paint. I just kind of started painting with my son so that I could help him with his fine motor skills. And so now I just paint from my heart. I don't know the rules. I haven't really learned or paid attention to the rules. So we just break the rules and we have lots of fun. That's what we do. Well, that's what we do. And I honestly thought that, painting was more about him. And as the years have gone on, it is definitely more about me. It's been truly like my blessing, because it gives me another way to share our story with autism and be able to just get my emotions on the canvas and then still know that it's with my son that we're building these stories together, because he helps me paint the backgrounds. So that's kind of where I'm at with this, and there in itself is what we do. So, and like I said, I I generally put way too much paint on my paintbrush, and then we just make up the flowers as we go along. My mom has a very green thumb, but not me at all. So, and that's probably the brightest we have there. I have some bright green, and so maybe I can do like some kind of leafy doodle, but it's kind of like random, so I might cover it up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like, just kind of have random stuff. Random stuff. That's the technical term. I like technical terms like stuff. Stuff. And then this right here, that peachy color, is a neon. And of course I can't see here it is. They're neons, and so they shine a little bit differently than some of the other colors, and I like to use them because they just kind of, when they dry, and I am that person that likes to watch paint dry because I like to see what happens when the paint dries. I like to see what changes with it and what the colors are and just all of it. So it's interesting to me to kind of, see what happens with that. And so it's, I like to use them as kind of the accents and see what they do. See what happens. So between the storms and the firecrackers, fireworks, I don't know, crackers works, something. There's been lots of noises tonight, and I don't mind the, fireworks, the pretty colors, but I'm not a big fan of the booms. The noise gets me. I jump usually. I think they're beautiful. I absolutely love it. But I just jump. I jump a lot when I hear the boom, boom, booms. But it's so cool. So very cool. And I've been making, I call them paint blobs. I definitely probably need a better name than paint blobs. But kind of cracks me up too, so I don't know how quickly I'll change that name, but they're paint blobs. they're paint blobs. This is a magnet, and so I take the paint that dries on my papers. I'll show it to you at the end here, but I take that paper and spread out the paint, and then use it to kind of make those. I'm making some jewelry and everything, and you can look at them on my website, which is sweetbabyo.com, but you can check that out and see what's on there. And paint blobs. Paint blobs, that's what I'm calling them. The paint just gets thicker and thicker. This pink paint especially feels very thick. Sometimes I do kind of a little more abstract. Not that this is like true flowers or anything, but I'll do a little bit more just very random designs and things, and sometimes that excuse me, sometimes that's interesting to see how it all comes together, but I like that too. another. And some of my paints are very blobby, and then some of them are more runny, and so it's kind of an interesting mix. So I don't know that I'm gonna do anything else to it. I might put another green leaf or something over here. I don't do a lot of like the greens in the middle of the like thing like this, depending on where I'm doing it, but you know, sometimes we just improvise and change what we're doing. It's all good, right? We can change everything all the time. Doesn't matter. Just go with the flow. So, I kind of liking the greens now I've started. I want them everywhere. Maybe one more over here. So we'll see. As I always think I'm like done, and then I go through and I'm like, oh, maybe I could do something else right here. So that's what happens a lot. So I always sign with O for Owen, and then L and B. So he's like the foundation of this. He's the reason I started painting. So I always have him on there with my L and my B and my O for my buddy, for my little boy, my sweet baby-o. But I also share our journey every day. You can check out, again, my website, Sweet Baby-o, or if you're on Facebook, Sweet Baby-o there too. And my designs, my paintings, are on Sweet Baby-o Designs on Facebook, so you can see them there. Or again, everything's on my website, so check it out. And if you'd like to see more of our paintings, please hit the subscribe button, and you'll get to see more of our stuff. So thanks so much for watching.